Greetings. Today is Thursday, April 16th, 2026, and this is going to be a messages from the Monad reading for the lifestyle influencer Ashley Janae, whose real name is Ashley Robinson. So, just to give you background information for those who are unaware of who she is, on Google AI mode it says Ashley Janae, real name Ashley Robinson, a 31-year-old lifestyle influencer from South Jersey, died on April 10th, 2026 during a birthday and engagement trip in Zanzibar, Tanzania. Her death is currently under an active investigation by authorities in Zanzibar and has drawn international attention due to conflicting reports between local officials and her family. Timeline and circumstances. Celebration and engagement. Ashley arrived in Zanzibar to celebrate her 31st birthday on April 5th. On April 3rd, she posted a video of her fiancé, Joe McCann, proposing during a safari. Reported dispute. According to police in North Unguja, UNGUJA, the couple had a falling out at the Zuri, ZURI, Zanzibar luxury resort. Hotel staff intervened and moved them to separate rooms for the night of April 8th. Discovery. Robinson was found unconscious in her villa on April 9th. According to TMZ, her fiancé claimed she was found hanging from a door after security accompanied him to the room. Death. She was rushed to a local hospital and later transferred to a second facility where her death was confirmed on Friday, April 10th. Cause of death controversy. The official ruling on her cause of death remains pending as the investigation continues, but two primary narratives have emerged. Police initial assessment. Local authorities in Zanzibar initially suggested the death was a suicide. Family's stance. Her family strongly disputes the suicide claim, describing her as being in a happy and vibrant state following her engagement. Medical reports. A medical report from a second hospital listed the cause of death as cerebral hypoxia, CEREBRAL, hypoxia, HYPOXIA, which is lack of oxygen to the brain caused by strangulation and suffocation. Her family also noted an unidentified mark around her neck mentioned in hospital records. Current status. Investigation. The case is being handled by Zanzibar officials with involvement from the U.S. Embassy and Consulate. Family action. Her parents have launched a GoFundMe to cover legal, investigative, and travel costs while they seek transparency and surveillance footage from the resort. Fiancé. The family has stated they have not heard from Joe McCann since he initially called to say she was hospitalized. Alright, so I am being guided to start out with the ancient Hebrew letters, and then I think I am going to go to the ancient Paleo Hebrew letters and see what messages are coming forth. Now, playing in the background, when I turned on the Amazon Music channel, hold on one second. Okay, when I turned on the Amazon Music channel, the Relaxing Piano radio station channel, the song She Gravitates is playing in the background. I'll go ahead and turn that up. I don't want it to be too loud. Now, She Gravitates is by Hama, A-M-A, last name H-E-M-M-A-H. So those are the music credits. All right, so Master Messiah, Sophia, divine feminine guard, that no archon can pass. What messages would like to come forth for this messages from the monad reading? So the ancient Hebrew letter Rasha is here. It came out sideways. This ancient Hebrew letter represents the sun in Tarot. So she was very happy and very positive, like her family stated, okay? Keywords and phrases include head, beginning, begin time, men, first, captain, company, priest, the start of a new process, a trailhead. So possibly when she was proposed to, she felt like this would be the start of a new process, a new beginning for her, where she would be first. She would be a wife. So Rasha is the head or beginnings of things, also means first or go, learn how to think. Now, this ancient Hebrew letter can indicate that someone is at the beginning of a new process in their life. They may be on the verge of changing how they manage an existing relationship. It can also indicate that on the road ahead may be an option of breaking off a relationship. Keywords and phrases: glory, profit, wealth, and arrogance. So Rasha tells us to notice that new elements are present that are birthing new situations. Rasha is neutral. It does not say whether the potential new process is something good or bad. It is only holding up a mirror or hinting in a direction without judgment of any kind. So at the bottom of the card, it says, the invisible light of matter, or the visible light of matter to the invisible light of spirit, okay? So let's go to the ancient Paleo Hebrew letters. Master Messiah, Sophia, divine feminine guard, that no archon can pass. Wow, what was that? Ra. Oh, wow. Is this the same as the ancient Hebrew letter? So, wow, it is. So the ancient Paleo Hebrew letter is confirming the ancient Hebrew letter. So keywords and phrasing is a person, the head, the highest, first. Picture of a man's head. So we have the same letter for the ancient Hebrew and the ancient Paleo. Now, let's go to the Chemical Tarot Oracle card deck. So playing in the background now is Lone, L-O-N-E, Cloud, C-L-O-U-D, by Belle Chen, B-E-L-L-E-C-H-E-N. And when I looked up Gravitates for the first song that was on when I turned Amazon Music on, it meant to be attracted to move toward. So I feel like she was attracted to Caucasian men. She gravitated towards Caucasian men. So keyword, oh my goodness. So the Kim Maple Tarot Oracle card that I am holding is the Money card upright. Keywords and phrases include manifestation, abundance, new job, business, new financial beginning, savings, prosperity, investment. So she manifested money. She is abundant. She had a new financial beginning, or she saw herself as having a new financial beginning with her fiance. So one is feeling optimistic, has abundance in all areas of life, the support of a solid relationship. So this is where she was. She was feeling optimistic because she was abundant in all areas of her life, and she believed she had the support of a solid relationship. This card can also indicate good news in regards to opportunity for advancement. Maybe she felt like she was receiving an opportunity for advancement, meaning the advancement towards marriage, being someone's wife. This card can also suggest an unexpected windfall or return on an investment. And it can also suggest trying something new in terms of one's spiritual practices and or development. Do not be afraid to experiment. So, what is the next card here? Wow. Divorce. Keywords and phrases: unhappy couples, arguments, abuse, bullying, dominance, inequality, separations. So maybe there were arguments. Well, yeah, because they were separated into two separate rooms. Okay, she had become unhappy for some reason. So this card can indicate that someone may be falling victim to some form of inequality, abuse, or bullying. Falling out with a friend, being in a friendship that is one-sided in some way. So it makes me wonder if she was in a unrequited love situation that she was not aware of. This card is also suggesting incompatible with a romantic partner, feeling drawn to someone other than your partner, getting your emotions and or ego in check. Maybe this is something that she had to do, or maybe her fiance had to work on getting his ego in check. It is also suggesting the dissolving of a business partnership, butting heads with colleagues, stress and tension affecting one's health, disconnected from the love of the Most High. So let's go to the Ken Mayfield Dirty 30s Oracle card deck. When I split the deck open, I see the Autumn card upright, Adultery reversed. So there are something about him still being married. There are something about him not being divorced. So he's possibly still married with the Adultery card reversed. Maybe he has been committing adultery for a while now. Something in the autumn happened. I see the Antarctica card reversed here. Usually when the Antarctica card shows up, it can mean that someone is summoning unclean spirits. Because there are demons imprisoned beneath the ice there in Antarctica. The next month card is here reversed. And at the bottom of the deck, when I flipped it over, I see Sugar Daddy reversed. So her fiance was a karmic sugar daddy. I remember also that on her social media platform, she had pictures of her fiance, but he did not have pictures of her on his social media platform. So again, to me, that can suggest that he does not want to disrespect his wife, okay, because he is still married. I'm not sure if Miss Robinson was aware that he was still married. Maybe he told her he was divorced. Spring is here upright. Let's go to the character oracle card deck. Master Messiah. Playing in the background is Strauss Lullaby Variation by Gabrielle Bagnati. So, Master Messiah, Sophia, Divine Feminine Guard, that no archon can pass. What messages would like to come forth? Please speak to your children. The Father card is here upright. Keywords and phrases: family, patriarch, guardian, paternal authority, ancestral passage. Let me Google that. Ancestral passage. One moment, please. The term ancestral passage typically refers to several distinct creative works or cultural concepts depending on your field of interest. Entertainment and media. Ambient music. Ancestral Passage is a prominent atmospheric track by ambient musician Steve Roach. Screenplay. It is the title of a screenplay by Richard Hewitt. Hewitt. Cultural and spiritual concepts. Ancestral calling. In various indigenous cultures, particularly South African traditions, an ancestral calling is viewed as a rite of passage or identity formation process where an individual transitions into a new role, such as a traditional healer, a Sangoma, Sangoma, rites of passage. The term is often used in workshops or journals, the ancestral rites of passage, to describe the spiritual journey of healing ancestral lineages and reclaiming cultural identity. Art and advocacy. It is the name of a digital drawing by Joanna Porter that honors women seeking freedom and multicultural acceptance. So I am leaning more towards the ancestral calling, something about a rite of passage, transitioning into a new role. So, I don't know, maybe Miss Robinson felt like her fiance would be an excellent patriarch, an excellent paternal authority who would be the guardian of her being, who would protect her, who would provide for her, that would make her dreams come true of being this wife to a Caucasian man whom she gravitated towards and whom she was attracted to. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Singer character oracle card reversed. But there's something about someone putting on a performance, not having harmony, not resonating, not having emotions, not having moving hearts. I see the Avenger card when I was about to put the deck down. Keywords and phrases: memory, resolve, hatred, plotting. Oh my goodness, so this card is upright. So, I don't know. Could her fiance have been plotting on her because there was hatred there? There was something that needed to be resolved here. Let's go to the spiritual symbols for our deck. Master Messiah, Divine Feminine Guard, and the Archon and Pass. What messages would like to come forth? The spiritual symbols oracle card Hourglass is here, upright. Keywords and phrases: old school ways of thinking. Time is running out. Death is near. Oh my goodness. Time is the enemy, turned upside down. Oh my goodness. So the tarot cards card is here reversed. Keywords and phrases: connect with spirit guides, inspired action, overcoming fear, positive influence, happy spirituality, finding your purpose, being enlightened. So maybe Miss Robinson felt like taking this trip to Africa was allowing her to connect with her spirit guides. She was a positive influence. She was happy in her spirituality. Maybe she overcame some type of fear regarding someone or something. Maybe she felt like this trip would be enlightening for her. It would allow her to find her purpose, or better connect to her purpose, which I believe she felt was to be a wife, to whom she gravitated to whom she was attracted to. The spiritual symbols card, bowl, B-O-W-L, is here reversed. Keywords and phrases: divine feminine, celebrations, prosperity, promises, potential generosity, ritual, oh my goodness, fruitfulness. So Miss Robinson could possibly have been a divine feminine. She was promised something, but there was a ritual here. The photographs card is here reversed. Keywords and phrases: time to communicate your feelings, memories of a loved one or experience, inspire and empower others through wisdom. So maybe Miss Robinson was communicating her feelings to her fiance. Maybe she, as an influencer, inspired people. She empowered others through her wisdom. Let's go to the Divine Time Oracle card deck. Master Messiah Sophia. Playing in the background is The Inner Core by Judy Germund. G-J-E-R-M-U-N-D. Again, this is the Relaxing Piano Radio channel on Amazon Music. So we have When You're Truly Ready for It. So she was truly ready to be a wife. She received prosperity. She was in the energy of potential generosity and fruitfulness. But again, I wonder if this was unrequited, if this was a one-sided relationship. Let's go to the love oracle contact. Master Messiah Sophia, Divine Feminine Guardian, time can pass. What messages would like to come forth? So playing in the background now is Ophelia, O-F-E-L-I-A, by Juan Arenosa, J-U-A-N, Arenosa, A-R-E-N-O-S-A. So we have the Trapped card here upright. So on this trip, she felt stuck, tied down, held captive. At the bottom of the deck is the Hopeless card. She was in despair, sinking, falling apart. Let's go to the What's News on Master Messiah Sophia, Divine Feminine Guardian, that no archon can pass. what messages would like to come forth. So the laughter card is here reversed. So something definitely changed the mood of this trip because she no longer was smiling. She was no longer overjoyed and feeling wholeness. At the bottom of the deck, we have the My Boo card reversed. So keywords and phrases for the My Boo card is official status, exclusive relationship, seeing each other openly. So she no longer wanted to be in this exclusive relationship because she was not happy. Something happened that made her feel stuck, tied down, and held captive, and it made her fall apart, sink into despair. Let's go to the Escasa Oracle card deck. Master of Science, Sophia, Divine Feminine Guard that no archon can pass. What the messages would like to come forth. The Glow Up card is here upright. She had an amazing, phenomenal glow up. She worked on finding her confidence, transforming, having some type of personal transformation, self-improvement. She was better than ever. Her makeup was on point. Her hair was on point. Her nails were on point. Her pictures were perfect. She was the glow up energy. She shined. The DM slide card is here reversed. Oh, wow. Keywords and phrases: unexpected flirtation, direct messages, testing the waters, sliding into your inbox. So it came out reversed. She did not want her fiance to be flirting, to send other feminine energies direct messages. She didn't want him testing the waters with other feminine energies. The past life card is here upright. Keywords and phrases: previous connections, unexplained familiarity, soul memories. I've known you before. So Ms. Robinson could have possibly had a past life with her fiance, Mr. McCann, because there was unexplained familiarity. Maybe this is why she gravitated to him. She was attracted to him because there was a soul memory there. She has known him before in a past life. The payday card is here reversed, but I don't know. Someone is not going to receive a financial reward. Money is not going to be rolling in. Someone is not going to be celebrating success here. Someone's not going to be cashing a check. So I'm not sure if someone was on satanic assignment to cause her crossing, to receive the reward of a check, some type of financial reward. The payback card is here upright. Wow. Keywords and phrases: consequences returning, karma's cycle, what goes around, time to settle accounts. So someone's not going to be receiving what they were promised if they were on satanic assignment to cause her crossing, because it's time to settle an account. Someone's consequences are returning to them. What goes around comes around. At the bottom of the deck, we have the poker face card upright. So perhaps Mr. McCann is hiding his true feelings. He's impossible to read at this time. He's emotionally detached. Where is that card? So this is confirming the Singer card reverse, where someone did not have emotions. They were putting on a performance here. you'll never know. Wow. So, let's go to the Kim Mayfield Narcissism T for Me Oracle card deck. So, the first card at the top of the deck when I shuffled is Love Elohim reversed. Wow. On the back of the card, we're in the book of Romans chapter 8, verse number 28. Verse number 28 reads as follows, and we know that all matters work together for good to those who love Elohim, to those who are called according to his purpose. So, I don't know. Maybe there's something about Miss McCann not having a relationship with the Most High. I don't know. In one of her pictures, now I'm not judging her or anything, okay? But she was sticking out her tongue. And you have to be very careful with mocking the Most High, because that is what you are doing when you stick out your tongue. And how do I say this? It can result in DATH. So the enemy's card is the next card at the top of the deck. On the back, we are in the book of Tehillim, Psalms chapter 31, verse number 15. Verse number 15 reads as follows. My times are in your hand. Deliver me from the hand of my enemies and from those who pursue me. So perhaps, again, Miss Robinson was sleeping with the enemy and did not know that. All right, so the next card is Set Apart Ghost Fire in Our Bones. We will not bow, be moved. We will press on in your will. On the back of the card, you are seen, pleasing in your sight. Trust in his guidance. So when this card is reversed, it could indicate hopelessness, stopping someone from speaking, doubt, fear. So the next card is the letter card. It is suggesting that someone may be begging for forgiveness. On the back of the card, it says glow, so this is confirming the glow up card. Something about divine armor. Angels working for one while they sleep, and nothing planted against you shall take root again, in Master Messiah's name. Let's go to the scriptures. Master Messiah, Sophia, Divine Feminine Guard, that no archon can pass. What messages would like to come forth for this reading? We're in the book of Tehillim, Psalms chapter 118, verse number 17. Verse number 17 reads as follows. Let me not die, but live and declare the works of Yah. Wow. So, the next card in this scriptures deck is, we are in the book of Yeshayahu. That is Isaiah chapter 45, verse number 22 through 23. Verse number 22 reads as follows. Turn to me and be saved, all you ends of the earth, for I am El, and there is none else. Verse number 23. I have sworn by myself, a word has gone out of my mouth in righteousness, and shall not return, so that to me every knee shall bow, every tongue swear. So I'm not sure if Miss Robinson was dabbling in the kingdom of darkness, but every knee shall bow to Master Messiah. So we're going to go to the Rune to Speak Oracle card deck to wrap up this reading. Because I don't want to get overly emotional. Master Messiah. So here, divine feminine guard that no archon can pass. As I was shuffling, a card flipped over, and it is the Hagalaz Rune Speak card with the theme Hell, Hail. Now, it is reversed. Keywords and phrases include catastrophe, crisis, radical change, acceptance, surrender, opportunity, hellstone, disruption, severe weather, unavoidable unpleasantness. So, this trip turned out to be a catastrophe. It was catastrophic. Something happened. There was a radical change that put her in crisis. It was unavoidable unpleasantness. So that could suggest that this was planned. She had no choice but to surrender. Someone saw this as an opportunity. And maybe the next month card reversed is suggesting that it had to happen before next month, with the spring card here upright. So this Rune Speak card, Hagalaz, governs the inevitability of fate, causing discomfort in others by awakening their own subconscious garbage. Hagalaz can be used as a curse against others, aimed to bring up their suppressed inner conflicts and thus impeding them. So it makes me wonder if there was witchcraft done on her, if she was cursed, sleeping with the enemy, not consulting with the Most High, because maybe she, I don't know, was in the kingdom of darkness. She was sticking out her tongue, mocking the Most High. This is why you have to be so very careful and understand what you are calling into your life, what you are agreeing to. So, Hagalaz can indicate this curse as a clean curse, as the recipient is only experiencing the ill effects of their own accountability. Wow. It is a dark, feminine power and can be associated with witchcraft and destructive female magic. So, it makes me wonder if with the DM slide card reverse, if there were other feminine energies that were doing witchcraft on her when she arrived. It was all planned with the Avenger card here upright. Again, keywords and phrases. Memory, resolve, hatred, plotting. Okay, I am going to end this reading here. My condolences to Miss Robinson and her family. Selah.